in a must-win match, and certainly that was one of those days. BMO Field in Toronto. The atmosphere was extraordinary that day. Likewise for the Japanese, really. They've got a famous win 2-1 over the Australians in qualifying. The culmination of their recovery after the poor start to Asian World Cup qualifying for Moriyasu's team. They lost 2 of their first 3 matches by 1-0, shockingly at home to Oman in the first qualifier, and then to Saudi Arabia in Riyadh. Here's Buchanan in behind, has players square, just tries to spin the ball inside there. Ito, though, did just enough. And that's played through for Yuki Soma. He won't pick that up. It's like they've just flitted it around behind it. Sueda now up front for Japan. Soma has come out to the left-hand side. Minamino playing more centrally. Ito. It's back to Gonda. Going again too quickly for the referee's liking.
Come on!
Again, I mean, Ueda is naturally keen to make an impression, the 24-year-old. Winning his 11th cap. He's still seeking a first goal for Japan, is Ayaz Ueda. Could this be the night? First season in Europe, as Vitoria gets a yellow card for Ayaz Ueda with the Cercle Bruges. After a good service with Kashima Antlers. Winner of the last 5 Serbian titles, Milan Borja. Red Star. Doan tried a cheeky one there around the corner. Soma making the run, crowded out, too many bodies back there for Canada. Again, they try and play their way out. I mean, Connie gets that one wrong, the substitute. I mean, where do you stand on that one? Is it a case of just get it clear, anywhere will do, just find some wriggle room, get some breathing space? And you just commit to playing out from the back. It didn't work out for Canada that time. Minamino picks it up. Try again to play a little ball goes round the corner. Finally the cross. Yuki Soma needs support. Feeds it back, gets the return ball. There, Yuki Soma from Gaku Shibasaki. Canada smuggle it clear. Taniguchi. Minamino, seeing a lot more of the ball in this second half. Minamino now he's playing more centrally. Buchanan, there's two blue shirts around him. Challenge was legal. Japan have it back. Minamino! Oh, he was caught just as he tried to pull the trigger by Kamal Miller. Now then, let's see that one slowed down. Unflappable, Moriyasu, the coach. But Minamino just playing the little 1-2. It's sort of opened up for him. And that's a full-blooded challenge. Throwing himself into this. Kamal Miller there for Canada. More invention from Takumi Minamino in the opening 15 minutes of the second half than we saw in the entirety of the first. It's Kone who's come across here. Just for a little bit of dialogue with the players about to come on. So Richie Laria and 21. That's Jonathan Osorio. 14 is Mark Kay. So, as we might have expected, the changes are being rung here. And Atiba Hutchinson, well, no one ever expected the captain there to complete 90 minutes. I mean, he's done an hour, so that will have been agreed beforehand. So, Mark Anthony Kay comes in from Toronto FC.
Ya. Di subscribe ya, nanti soalnya hari Sabtu nanti streaming lagi kita pembukaan Piala Dunia.
The top appearance maker at Toronto. Two home-based players getting a bit of match time as well. We'll have to see how things pan out with the switches here in this second half. Richie Maria as well, versatile fullback. Returned home on loan from Nottingham Forest, Premier League club, struggling though to break into the first team there. I mean, we know all about their incredible transfer business this past summer. Asano tried to feed it through, challenge preventing the ball coming through there to Ayase Ueda. Japan have it back. Soma cuts in, useful ball, just flicks off the head there of Ayase Ueda. Sort of overran it really in a way. Both committed to coming forward still. These two teams, it's great to see. Johnston. First touch there for Kay in the middle of the park. Osorio pushes on down the left-hand side there. Vitoria. Hoyle to come over to the right. Sorio slotted in on the left-hand side by the looks of things in the middle of the park. And the snapshot which drops over the top there from Sorio. A sighter in his first minutes on the pitch. Produced one of the most iconic moments for the Canadians in qualifying. Jonathan Osorio with his equalising goal at the Azteca Stadium against the Mexicans. That was Canada's first goal there since 1980. Hoyle just won't get on the end of that. Canada having a good spell, invigorated by the changes. Kone. Swept long there by Ito. It was a little bit wild. It dropped on the head of Laria. Good recovery there by Richie Laria. Hoyle. Kone rolled that all the way across there to Kamal Miller. Nicely done. Cross too heavy, too far ahead of Kyle Larin. But some really good inventive play again from the Canadians. And Laria there, getting into really good forward positions. Daichi Kamada now, Yuto Nagatomo are the players to come on. So that is the warm-up match over for Ao Tanaka by the looks of things. And Koe Takora, well, he won't be starting next week. To be Tomoyasu in there surely in the back line. Yuto Nagatomo, massively experienced, a big player for them. I mean, he's going to get 25 minutes or so here. Nagatomo, and he'll be part of the starting lineup almost certainly next week. Have a present at the last 3 World Cups. Yuto Nagatomo, here he is, wearing 5. I mean, that's where the stability is. The Japanese Maya Yoshida as well, big player for them in Russia. Nagatomo continues on down the left-hand side. They're going to have to go back here and pull play up. 1 or 2 just niggly challenges. That's Junior Hoylett. Both had eyes on the dropping ball there, Hoylett and Sommer.
High, not like Canada. Canada, cool.
We give it back. It's a throw, we give it back. It's a throw. Hey, already, 10.
Looks like Hiroki Ito is pushed into the middle. Nagatomo takes up his spot on the left-hand side of Japan's defence. Taniguchi. Kamada was taken over from Hiroki Sakai at right back. Borjan rushes it clear.
Satu aja. Dua, tiga.
Come on, can you get on that? Come on. Nope. Forward.
Johnston with the throw. Taniguchi chips it on there to Daichi Kamada. Ito again. Just over 20 minutes to go here in Dubai. As we fully expected, a lot of substitutions made by both coaches, John Herdman and Hajime Moriyasu, in the course of this second half. But still plenty to admire here. And crucially, no big injury concerns. Yuki Soma then with the opening goal. Seems a long time ago now. Canada responded quickly. It's a Hoylett corner here, which Japan couldn't deal with. Eventually shoveled into the path there as Stephen Vittoria turned home for 1-1. Canada on course then at present to draw both of their warm-up matches in this part of the world. Because Cavallini is the latest change. Joel Waterman too comes in. So yeah, confirmation then. Waterman's had a great season. The defender from CF Montreal. Lucas Cavallini too. It's the 20-minute run out towards the end here. So a presence up front about him. Cavallini. He is making a run. We'll get a first touch here. Cavallini, a lot of physicality. Lifted it across the front. A lot of the home base players getting minutes. Cavallini of Vancouver Whitecaps. Good scoring record for Canada for Cavallini, 17 in 32. To shut down Daichi Kamada as well. Miki Yamane with the throw here for Japan. Bahasa Ueda, picked up by Kamada, very, very deep there. Gonna win the free kick. I mean, in fairness, it's the Canadians who blended better with all the changes in the second half here. And Bahasa Ueda really hasn't done much up front since replacing Takuma Asano. That's Nagatomo who swings the ball over the top. It's going to be directed back to Borjan by Vittoria. runner. The long ball looks for Cavallini. Again, it's that presence, troubling defenders. And the shot is dragged wide by David. He really didn't need to go for that, or certainly didn't need to go for it as early as he did. But again, it's Cavallini with that presence. The ball swept up to him. I don't think he even got the touch there. It just comes off the back of the defender. But the physical presence is a sufficient distraction there to panic defensive players into mistakes and to bundling the ball into areas it wouldn't normally end up in. Victoria emerges with it, finishing strongly here, Canada. Junior Hoyle does well. Hoyle does really well. Drills over the cross. Might break here for Laria. Twisting and turning Laria. Got the better of Ritsu Doan there. And, well, no foul. Daichi Kamada, he comes away clean with that. Maybe Japan can counter. Ball play to the left-hand side here. Yuki Soma, 3 in the box here. Yuki Soma just sends it to the back stick. Somehow the ball has been kept in play. Scooped up and over the top. Clever that from Yuki Soma. Canada soak it up. Waterman just gives it there to Kone, and the tempo has come right down, understandably so. Waterman for Hoyle. Cavallini. Layoff again, linking up well. Kone. Waterman goes on the overlap. Kone steps back in field. Pass over the top. Looking for Cavallini. Waterman comes back for Hoylett. And eventually away by Hiroki Ito there. Well, as things stand at the moment, you never know what might happen in the last 13 minutes plus stoppages. John Herdman will be by far the more satisfied of the two coaches at the end of this World Cup run-out. His team have adapted better to the changing pace with all the switches made in the second half. Still looking a threat. They're still pushing on to try and win. Hoyle drops the ball into Cavallini. He's been excellent since coming on. Useful ball pulled back as well. Just shut down. Yuki Soma sends the ball over the top. That might drop ideally for Ayase Ueda. He's able to hold it up, Ueda. Still there with it, but needs help. Just running out of room, but really strong defending. Just pinning Ayase Ueda into that corner. He's done well since coming on, Joel Waterman. Especially useful on the right-hand side if they go to a back three in the World Cup finals over the next few weeks. Set up a little bit more solid, as they might have to do. Coming up against the technically gifted Belgians and Croatians. spreading the play. Just giving Laria the chance to run at the fullback. Laria still going. And they'll be pulled up for a foul there by Miki Yamane. And we'll place Hiroki Sakai at right back for Japan in this second half. This is it. Pace coming off the bench for the Canadians here. Naria, Hoylett, Alphonso Davis, the cannon. Players that can really hurt you. "79 minutes gone in Dubai. John Herdman's Canada team are finishing strong. Be very surprised with all the attacking intent. Canada don't end up going on to claim their first ever World Cup finals goal. Looking for a second goal tonight in Dubai. Won't get them the quality of that free kick, I'm afraid. And Waterman left exposed. Japan. There is a threat on the counter. Waterman gets back to help out. Area back to Borjan. They recycle it here through Kone. Cavallini broken through there, no offside. Cavallini will thread it all the way over to Hoylett. The ball was out of play. Well, it wasn't for the offside, it was for the fact that Cavallini had failed to stop the ball drifting over the goal line here. He timed that to perfection. So here he is. First touch perhaps was a little loose. At the moment it's David and Larin from Cavallini.
Where's the 10?
That's the way the attack is working by the looks of things for Canada going into Qatar. But options, that's what it's all about. And tonight's performance has proved that there are plenty of them. Good looking options for Canada. Japan, perhaps the jury is out a little more on the evidence of this second half. Here's Kay. Kone. Hoylett. Body cross in by Hoylett. Wasn't it a clean connection on that really from Jonathan David. They have it back again here with Kamal Miller. And then Kone just trying to be a little bit too cute that time. But Japan on the back foot here in the final 10 minutes. So that was David just heading it down, just trying to help it really across. It bounces up and into Taniguchi. Yeah, it certainly wasn't a handball. Borjan keeps them going, keeping the tempo up here. Waterman for Mark Anthony Kay. Victoria has to go back to Borjan. Foul there on Laria. He's looked very lively since coming on. Draws that foul off Ritsu Doan. Two of the substitutes are coming together there. It's a bit clumsy by Doan. Real strikers challenged that on Richie Laria. There's Osorio. Waterman. Waterman again. Japan trying to stay well organised. Kone sends the ball in early. Cleanly taken by Shuichi Gonda. This is the third meeting between these two. I mean, Japan won the 2 previous matches. Most recent of those was in 2013. Lay off there for Kone. His first touch was heavy. And then Vittoria, well, he knew what he was doing there. Stephen Vittoria. Calming, says the referee. Vittoria, I'm sure, will heed the warning here. 6 minutes from the end.
Eyes on the 10!
It shows you the level of commitment there. The legend Maya Yoshida gets minutes at the end. He's one of the first names on the team sheet. Yeah, takes over the captain's armband, the former Southampton and Sampdoria defender. Played every game in Brazil, played every game in Russia. He will be the linchpin of the defence. So 5 minutes plus maybe a little bit more here to see out the World Cup run-in, just to bed him in for that opening match next week. Continue to shut the Canadians down. A little bit naughty that from Jonathan David. No hint of a foul. Pass not good enough, not sharp enough. Gives it to Ito. Well, it's important for him to get 90 minutes tonight and survive the curl during the course of the second half. Versatile option in defence and at the base of the midfield as well, if needed. Looks like he's going to complete the 90 here. There he is again, Naoki Ito. Well, Ueda just gets him behind, plays it against Kamal Miller. But they've done really well tonight, Miller and Vittoria, between them at the heart of that Canadian back line, just coping with the movement and the runs and the technique and the little touches, the invention that Japan have tried to provide. All Canada in the second half. Deal with the corner, at least the first phase of it. And Vittoria plays them out of trouble. So throw into defenders. We close in on the 90-minute mark here. Behind, right at the deck. Oh, that's off the post. So close to snatching it. And wouldn't you just know it as well, having been on the back foot for the second half. They go and break the lines and crash the ball against the post. And Milan Borjan was beaten all ends up there. Nice little play. They tried to go flat, play the offside, got caught. Excellent first touch, and Yamane had players square, so went low. Shibasaki played him in. He's unlucky, in truth. It's a rare bit of penetration, and it happened right at the end for Japan. They could have snatched it. It would have been extremely harsh on the Canadians. Kay's back to cover. Gives it to Borjan. Tip your cap to the way of both teams, both coaches have urged their teams on. Four extra minutes here in Dubai. Played it through. Jonathan David chasing it down. Good player, he got that touch, just straining every sinew until the bitter end here for the Canadians. Well, we'll remember the problems that Hoylett's corners caused in that first half, 5 of them in that first half alone, and none of them sufficiently well dealt with really by Gondo or his defenders. Now Hoylett tries to create panic again in the Japanese back line. A solid hand on it from Shuichi Gonda. It's going to come out for the corner from the opposite side. So this one will be an outswinger, but those are the ones that created most havoc. We've already seen Miki Yamane, the standing right back, nearly snatched the win. That shot off the post for Japan. Canada going to do the same and get their first ever win over the Japanese. Understandably, everyone's pretty much down to walking pace now. Another hot night, another energy-sapping night, but a valuable night here of international football ahead of next week's World Cup. Hoyland with the outswinger. Yeah, safely soaked up that time. Hoyland again. He's missed out on that to Daichi Kamada. Canada left open, it's Ritsu Doan. Plays the 1-2 with Ayase Ueda. Canada get bodies back. And then it's the through ball for Cavallini. They'll wait for support here, Cavallini. Maria came up short. Now Jonathan David flicks the ball out wide to Laria. Taking on Taniguchi. Move back to Osorio. David again. Oh, they played their way through. It was a bit of a lunge. Penalty kick right at the end. We're in the 3rd minute of added on time, and Canada about to be rewarded for greater pressure and greater invention. Yamane there lunges in on Laria just a few moments after he almost won it himself. The substitute for Japan. Well, huge moment. And it might send Canada with their tails up to the World Cup. Cavallini has the responsibility. This to win it here in added on time. Cavallini for Canada. Oh, it just about squeezes over the line. He went for the Panenka. He looked a little bit panicked as Gonda stretched out the hand to get contact on it, but Cavallini does win it. Drama at the end here. How about that for a winner? Cheeky as you like from Lucas Cavallini. Well, again, you salute the Canadians on the verge of a come-from-behind win here. I mean, he's followed it in. Maximum confidence to attempt a penalty like that in stoppages. I mean, Gonda, he's covered that. He's got to be gutted. Shuichi Gonda there that he hasn't kept that out. But the Canadians won't care. Cavallini brings the win for the Canucks, surely now. He's looked good since coming on. He's been full of energy, full of running, full of confidence as well with that penalty kick. On we go then. 4 additional minutes on the board. We're now nearly at an extra 6. So surely a last phase and a last chance for Japan to get an even later goal. No, that is that. Canada with their first ever victory over Japan and will go into their first World Cup finals in 36 years. Surely full of beans. It's a come-from-behind win. Sommer with the opening goal in the 9th minute, equalised 12 minutes later by Steven Vittoria. There were a ton of changes in the second half, as we might have expected in a preliminary match, a World Cup warm-up match such as this. But one of those changes, Lucas Cavallini of Vancouver Whitecaps, put the cherry on top with a Panenka deceiving Shuichi Gonda in the 5th minute of added on time. So now it's on to the real thing next week, next Wednesday, and those opening World Cup matches. For Canada, it's Belgium. For Japan, it's Germany. Canada, well, will fear no one, surely. An excellent win in a really entertaining World Cup warm-up fixture here in Dubai has finished Japan 1, Canada 2.